All right, welcome to the Small Ball Podcast. And this game started already, and I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. But the first pitch was a single. This is between Pittsburgh Power Sharpless and Steel City Athletics. And my home plate camera is kind of, I don't think it's enjoying the heat right now. There's a swing and a miss. It's real glitchy, but we'll have to make the best of it if we can. Right, so we got a runner on second base. I need to put the audio on behind home plate. And this is the number 2 batter, so there's no outs. Swing and a miss. See if I can find the lineups on Game Changer. I have to be honest, I'm pretty surprised my equipment lasted this long in the heat. But it is struggling right now. Real glitchy. And she's going to be out at first. No, they called her safe. She is safe. So we have runners on the corners. Girl on first, stole second, unattested. Wild pitch, no one's going to advance. Got short backstop, so let's see here. There's a swing and a miss. There's back to the pitcher. You can see the camera froze up on me because of the heat. It does score a run, so Power is up 1-0. Missed low. I guess when it's 100-degree heat index outside, the cameras don't like that. Foul ball. Missed low, kicked past the catcher. No one's going to advance. Okay, so we have Lucy batting here for Power. And Amelia's on third base. It is 1-0, and we have 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a foul ball. I have a fan blowing on the camera behind home plate, but maybe it's not enough. There's a foul ball. The good news is we don't use it all the time. The bad news is when we do use it, it may or may not work. There's a swing and a miss. Strike three. All right, so we have 2 outs, and Zoe is now batting for Power. There's a foul ball. I have volume on a mic behind home plate, so you'll hear it cut in and out, depending on the camera freezing or not. There's a ball in play that's going to be foul. That's 2 strikes on Zoe. 2 outs. Power did score 1 in the top half of the inning here. Early in the first, so if you just joined us, you didn't miss much. There's a ball in play. And they got the out at first. So that'll end the inning. So Power takes the lead, 1-0. And we'll be back with Steel City getting a shot. So if you are on Facebook, please follow our page and interact with our posts. So you can like them, share them, comment on them, whatever. And that'll all help generate revenue for the network to keep us free. That is my end goal, is to keep this free for everybody. There is a cost behind doing it, but I'm kind of making that work now with my personal income, I guess, and fundraisers and things. So, but we want to make it fully funded through social media. So please help us out. And what this is, anyone who gets above 100 points every week, I'll recognize you on Mondays. Just something cool to do. All right, so this will be Steel City's first at bat, and leading off for them is McKinley, number 24, and Aubrey, number 22, is pitching for Power. There's a ball in play, back to the pitcher, and she's gonna get the out at first base. And of course, my camera's frozen. Pretty routine play, though. All right, so that's 1 out. Now batting for Steel City is Callie, number 21. Swing and a miss, first pitch. There's that foul ball. I do have a camera back there. It's just really sluggish. Glitchy is a good word for it. Hot, like the rest of us. Missed inside there. See, 1 ball and 1 strike. I struggled with Game Changer too, because it's slow. A lot of times it doesn't update quick. And it's behind. The main point is heat and electronics don't mix. So it's a full count here. Missed. That's ball 4. That's a base runner for Steel City. Got one out. And that brings up Kendall, number 96. There's a hit to second. Tags the runner out. And she turns too. Did they call her out? Yes, they did. Double play. That was a real nice play. All right, so after 1, we have power up, 1-0. We'll be back with the second inning. So the NFL Survivor Pool. If you like the NFL, you should join our Survival Pool. We do it. This will be the second year I'm doing it. Last year we had 60 entries, so I'm hoping to get 100 this year. All you have to do is pick a winning NFL team every week. If you pick a winner, you survive to the next week. If you pick a loser, then you're eliminated. It's $10 an entry. There's a ball in play there to first, and I got a frozen screen, and she'll be out at first. This is gonna annoy me all game. It's working, just not all the time. There's a swing and a miss, foul ball, or actually foul ball. Yeah, if you're interested in that poll, it's at survivor.bcsoftballnetwork.com. There's a swing and a miss. I think it's only 2 strikes, right? This is Sadie batting, by the way. There is 1 out. There's a pop-up. And it's going to be caught. First baseman caught it. And that wasn't electronics faults. That was me. I have a touch screen to switch between cameras. There's a nice hit. And back to the pitcher, and she gets the out at first. Nice play. So that ended the top of the second there. Pretty clean inning. And we'll be back with the bottom half of the second. Powers up, 1-0. If you're an Amazon shopper, another way you can support us is by using our link. So if you access Amazon using amazon.bcsoftballnetwork.com and just do your normal shopping, we will get revenue because you used our link. So it's called Amazon Affiliate Program, and we have joined. So if you want to support us, go ahead and use that link and do your Amazon shopping. And there's no cost or anything. It's just accessing our link. We get some revenue from whatever you purchase. And I think it's Prime Days next week, so you'll get a lot of sales out there. All right. There's a foul ball, so batting now is Aubrey. There's a ball play. Pitcher knocks at it, and she's going to be safe. It's just out of the pitcher's reach, and she knocked it far enough away from the first baseman to allow that hitter to be safe. This camera behind home plate is struggling. Steal attempt, and she'll be safe. Okay, so there's a runner on second base with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Batting for Power is Macy. There's a foul ball. One more game after this one. We'll do either the 14U championship or the 16 and 18s. I'm not sure yet. Depends on time and who's playing where. There's a steal attempt. And they called her out. I don't know if I caught it. So there. 2 outs now. Layla's batting. Nice play to get that out. Missed high. No one on base, so that didn't matter, getting past the catcher. There is 2 outs. I think the count is 2-0. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Three and 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So full count. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll finish the inning. So after 2, we have Pittsburgh Power up 1-0. And we'll be back for the 3rd inning. So I'm thinking this episode of my small ball podcast is going to be pretty popular. It's going to kind of show everyone how I do these live streams and broadcasts. So I don't know if the softball crowd will be interested in it much, but it'll be interesting for a lot of other leagues or teams that are looking to do something like this. So just kind of spread my knowledge and share what I've learned these past 2 years. The small ball podcast, if you aren't familiar with it, we'll start. It's for the off season in softball up here in PA. You stop playing ball in November and you don't play again until March. So between those 2 months, those 2 months, we want to do something. So to bridge a gap, I've created that podcast, and we do everything softball in it. Shows bunt and a hitter. She's going to be a foul ball. Now, if she's out of the box, that'll be an out, but I think she was in the box. Good call. So this is Natalia batting for power. She has 2 strikes now. She held up on that one. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Come on now. It's like Superman back here. See that bounce off like that.
Low. Evens count at 2. I typically have 3 cameras, but I only went with 2 this weekend just because I'm moving fields frequently. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Yeah, I'm moving fields a lot, so I instead of worrying about 3, just did 2. But now the problem is the camera behind home plate is giving me trouble. Usually having 3, you have a fallback if one of your cameras go belly up. There's a ground ball out of play. This is Azili batting. Hope I said that right. Actually, this is not her, or is it? Yeah, it is, number 10. Azili. It's amazing how many different names are out there. There's a ball up the middle. I have a frozen screen, but it'll be a single. And that'll be a base runner for power. This camera, it's working, just not all the time. There's a swing and a miss, and they're going to run to second on that pass ball. Runner on second base. Amelia's batting here for power, number 16. It's a swing and a miss. It's a foul ball. Missed high. That got past the catcher, and she's going to go 3. Standing up. How about that? The camera worked that time. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. I was looking at the replay and didn't switch back quick enough. So there's 2 outs now. Runner on third base. And this is Aubrey. Swing and a miss. These are 2 good pitchers, so this should be a really good game. It was up high. There's a ball in play. To second, gets the throw to first, gets the out. Nice play. That'll end the inning. Run does not count, so we have a 1-0 game still. We'll be back here with the bottom of the third. All right, so our next big milestone on this is on YouTube, is to get 4,000 watch hours. So the chart you see is our actual watch hours that we have. So tournaments like this will definitely spike our viewing. So watch what you can as often as you can, and it'll help us get to that 4,000 mark to benefit from social media marketing. Sorry, you heard my ice. It's a foul ball. So batting now for Steel City is Gwen, number 99. Swing and a miss. She dropped it. And she'll be safe. Sorry about the glitchy camera. So she was safe. The catcher threw the ball and first base couldn't make the play on the other end. So we have a runner on first base. The strikeout, I think it counts, but it counts towards the pitcher's stats, but not an official out in a book. There's a bunt. That's going to be foul. So now batting is Lexi, number 1. No outs. Runner on first base. Let's see if Steel City can't manufacture this run here. There's a foul ball. Surprised they didn't bunt that runner over to second. One thing I've seen up here is I don't see teams playing small ball as much as I would. There's a stolen base attempt, and she's going to be out. That's why you're bunting. So now we have nobody on and Lexi's up. foul ball. And he gets his third. Let's see if I got my scoreboard right. I do. I typically miss that every once in a while. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Two outs now for Power. Missed high. We have one game tonight left to do. The 14U championship or the 16/18U championship. If the Valley Rage 14U team makes it to the championship, I'm going to stay here. And if the 16U, 18U makes it, I'll head over there, depending on what the 14U team does here. 14U was the #1 seed, so they have a shot at making it to the final. We'll have to see. It's a foul ball. The other two ages, 10U. Wait, this is 10U. The 12U and this one, 10U, doesn't have the Rage teams. They didn't make it. Ball 4. There's that base runner. It's glitchy still. Low. So there are 2 outs now. Runner on first base. It's Avery on first. And we have McKinley back to the top of the order. McKinley is 0 for 1. Missed high. Missed high, still in second, and she'll be safe. Okay, so there's a runner on second base. 2 outs. Called straight. Three balls and 1 strike. And that'll be ball 4. So they have runners at first and second. Time is called. Coach wants to talk to her pitcher, or his pitcher, sorry. Take a minute. If you are on Facebook, please follow us at BC Softball Network. If you aren't on Facebook, I'm jealous. And of course, you need to subscribe to the network too. And this all helps the network grow and generate some revenue, cover the cost. I've decided to not accept sponsorships anymore. And the reason why, there's a foul ball. The reason why is with the economy the way it is, typically businesses, especially small businesses, that's the first thing they cut out. And I don't want to take money out of the youth programs in Beaver County. So hoping to keep growing. So social marketing will cover everything, and until we get there, I'm gonna do fundraisers in my shop. There's a swing and a miss. Ball was in the dirt, but they're gonna get her out at first. Nice play. All right. So after 3, Power still up 1-0. We'll be back with the 4th. So this is pretty cool. We keep track of any family or friends who watch in other states. And you can see here everyone who has reported that they had family or friends in other states, and I highlighted it red. So if you are watching in another state and you're not highlighted here, please let me know. First pitch is a ball, and batting for Power is Lucy, number 23. There's a ball play there, and that's going to get through for a single. All right, so there's a runner on first with nobody out. Let's see if Power plays small ball here. No, it doesn't look like it. Pass ball, she's going to get to second base. So you got 2 balls and no strikes. Three no. Oh, she's gonna get the third. Oh, she'll get there. If that throw was on line, they might have got her. She rushed the throw, and it would have been close. Ball 4. So you got runners on corners here. This is a little bit of trouble for Steel City. First and third, and we have Carla. Is it Carla? No, it's Clara. Clara batting for Power. So swing and a miss, and runners are going to advance. So we have second and third here. Nobody out. This is trouble. If I was the coach here, I'd call timeout. Team's playing sloppy right now. Give him a chance to refocus here. Missed high. No one's going to try to get home. Short backstop. Tough on pass balls to score. This field hasn't been used in years. They just recently put it together. Their hit is through, and that scores 1. And they're going to send 2 in. So that is an RBI single. Yeah, you can see Steel City is just playing sloppy right now. Can't do that against good teams. Foul ball. So we have a runner on first base with no outs still. And Sadie's batting here for power. Foul ball. I think in between games here, I'm going to have some time, throw my camera in the AC, chill it a little bit. And that is going to be safe. She probably should have ate that. So now they have first and third again. Power's putting the pressure on them. There, finally, timeout is called. I would have done that 3 batters ago. Just give them a minute, refocus them, calm them down a little bit. You don't want to give them too much of a lead. This game isn't easy mentally. You gotta try your best to stay focused, especially at this age. So that runner on first is going to advance to second unattested. So now Power has second and third. And this is Emmy batting. They have 1 ball and 2 strikes on her. Missed outside. Evens count at 2. Those are good pitches off the plate, trying to make them chase it some. Foul ball. Emmy's 0 for 1. So the Power did turn the order over. They're almost second time through. There's a called strike that'll get him out. That'll be the first out this inning. Still got themselves in a little bit of a pickle. There's a foul ball. Missed high. No one's going to go. Missed low again. This is Natalia. She's 0 for 1. They have 2 balls and 1 strike on her. Second and third on the bases. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. There's 1 out. So someone needs to make a play here for Steel City. is Azealia again. Azili, 1 for 2. So we're back to the top of the order. Big strikeout here would be huge. There's a pop up. Infield fly. The batter will be out. That's a big out right there. So you get a pop fly with first and second occupied. It's an infield fly. So that's a pretty big out there. So there's 2 outs now. Foul ball. Batting for Power is Amelia. She's 0 for 2. There's another foul. 0-2 on the batter. 2 outs, bases loaded. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3, just tag the plate, and that is it. Way to get out of that, champ. That could have been a lot worse than what it was. Nice play by the catcher. All right, we'll be back after a quick break. All right, so just another example of what Facebook is doing for us. So when you engage on our post, it actually brings revenue to the network. So it's important to get likes and shares and comments, and the more we get, the more revenue comes in. So you can see the line chart is actually an example of our marketing payout. So you can see that we're growing, so we're definitely headed in the right direction. Just need to get a little bit more. I'd love to get, $20, $25 a month from Facebook. So hopefully we get there. But like any good things, it takes time to grow, and I'll make all that happen. There's a pop-up, and that's going to be caught by the first baseman. So that's 1 out, 1 pitch, 1 out. So this is Aubrey. She's 0 for 1. There's a pop-up, and that one's going to be dropped. That's one way to get on. First was under it. She just couldn't control it. So that puts a runner on first base with 1 out. And we have Macy up. She's 0 for 1. There's a ground ball to second. They get the out at first, and the runner stays at second. So there's 2 outs. It's kind of what you want to do, hit the ball to the right side to move the runners, but now you have 2 outs. So clutch hitting. That's what you need right here. You need another gap shot here on the right side. I'm sure these girls don't really do that. They're just trying to put the ball in play. It's a pick-off attempt, not even close. But yeah, in the book, you want to hit to the right side here. Something on the ground, get through the infield, score that run. There's a swing and a miss. What's it count? 2-2. This is Layla, too, by the way. I don't think I announced who it was. She's 0 for 1. Missed high, good eye. Full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That missed high, ball 4. So you have first and second now with 2 outs. Now, who's up? Gwen, number 99. She's 0 for 1. Missed low. Good job by the catcher. It's a hard hit. Gets through. It's going to score 1. And everyone's going to advance. Oh, they called her out at a third. And I didn't get that on a recording. That's a tough call there. I don't know why the coaches aren't asking for a second opinion there. They can do that. They can ask the field umpire to talk to the home plate umpire. But they weren't doing that. But they did tie the game, so... Oh, no, wait. No, they didn't. It's 3-1. My bad. 3-1. So we'll be back after a short break. Yeah, so if you're watching and you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to the network. It helps us grow. And watch what you can. You watch as much as you can. It helps us get to that 4,000 mark.
Dump of water on that towel for you too if you want.
Yeah, parents are upset out here. But like I said, the coach missed an opportunity there. He should have called time and asked the field umpire to talk to the home plate umpire. Maybe he's seen a different angle. He didn't really have a call anywhere, so he could have been watching, you know. You don't know unless you ask. All right, so we have power up now, and this is the 5th inning. I need to update the scoreboard. There's a swing and a miss. It's 2 strikes. Batting is Aubrey for power. She's 0 for 2. There's a hit. It's going to be caught at second and out at first. Nice play. Lucy's up. She's 1 for 2. First pitch is a ball. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Missed inside. No one's on base, so nothing hurt on that pass ball. Missed high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Batter got to be looking for something over the plate here. Be aggressive. There you go. Nice play by the pitcher. And should get the out at first. Just got on top of that. So that's 2 outs, and we have Zoe up. She's 0 for 1. Called strike. There's a ball in play. Short, gets the throw to first, makes the play. That'll end the inning. It's a nice quick inning there for Steel City. All right, so we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th. This is going to turn into a close one. Good game. This time of year where travel is insane. Everyone's jumping teams and looking for players. And it's crazy. This podcast I did, I released it earlier. I typically don't release these until the fall, but felt it was fitting. And just a suggestion, some new parents looking for travel teams. There's a lot of empty promises out there you got to be careful of. There's a ball in play. Pitcher gets it, throws it to first, and makes the out. I think that was second that covered. That was actually a pretty nice play. So that's 1 out. And we have, that was Lexi. She's 0 for 2 now. Avery, she's 0 for 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, did she walk? Maybe she walked. She did. So she's 0 for 0 with a walk. Missed outside. So she's got a 2-0 count. She must have a good eye. Oh, as I said that, she chased after a bad pitcher. Two balls and 1 strike. Ball 3. 3-1. Missed low, ball 4. That'll be her second walk this game. All right, so we got 1 out, and we have turned the order over. So we're back to the leadoff, and this is McKinley. She's 0 for 1. Then they're going to steal second, and she's going to be safe. I don't know if that throw must have been off. Huh. Looked like she was gone from where I'm at. I'm in the outfield, of course, but missed inside. So runner on second base. 2 balls on the batter. Called strike. Missed low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ball 4. Pickoff attempt at third. And she'll be safe. What is going on? Hey, they got to be careful with that look back roll. The pitcher didn't have the ball, so I think she was okay. There's a ball play back to the pitcher. She knocked it down and gets the out, but it scores a second run and good heads-up base running. She went from first to third on that. Of course, my camera got glitchy, but that was a nice heads-up base running there. So you have 3-2 to score. Tying run on third base. There's that pop-up that's going to be out of play, just out of play. Now my camera behind home plate was doing good for a while. Now it's getting glitchy again. Missed high outside. So that's 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Kendall batting. She's 0 for 2. There are 2 outs. Runner on third base. Tying run on third base. There's a hard hit second, and it gets through the second baseman, and that'll tie the game. That's what you need when you turn that order over to the top. Your leadoff batter is typically that spark to your offense. And looks like the power coach called timeout to clear some heads. If you haven't subscribed to our network, please do. So we have a good one here. Tied up at 3. Aubrey. Aubrey is up. She's 0 for 2. Base runner on first base. That is a foul ball. Out of play. And they're gonna steal, and there's no play. So she's in scoring position here. We have 2 outs. Anything in the grass, you have to think the coach is going to send her. Missed low. Slow again. He gets past the catcher. And she's going to get to third. The go-ahead run is on third base. 2 outs. Aubrey is 0 for 2 in a day. That's a called strike. Full count now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. All right, so the game is now tied. So we'll be back with the top of the 6th. And this is a good one. All right, now that the spring league is over, my time is kind of open. So if you want me to stream anything, go to my scheduling site here and
Just tired, man. It's been a long day already.
yeah.
Too hot yesterday, too hot today.
Request a live stream. There's a hit to open the inning. That's how you respond. First pitch, base hit. Power has their leadoff runner on first base. And I'm going to say it again. Are we going to see small ball? And that gets past the catcher. And she'll be safe at second. I still want to bunt. I don't know why teams don't bunt more. It's part of the game. There's a hard hit to short. She gets the out at first. And it does advance a runner. So there's 1 out, runner on third base. And of course the camera was glitchy again.
I gotcha.
Now we're calling timeout. I don't know what they're talking about here. Okay. So we have 1 out, runner on third base. Someone needs to make a play here for him. Strikeout here would be huge for Steel City. And of course, a base hit would be nice for Power. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like we're clouding up here. I wonder if the rain's coming. It's a foul ball. That's a strike there. It's a foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is Emmy batting for Power. She's 0 for 2. Maybe the rain will calm my camera down, cool it down. Missed by much. That's tough to take that pitcher. It's a real nice pitch. And that's ball 4. And she's going to go 2. We're going to let her go. It's tough at this age. These girls with these younger arms, it's hard to defend that. Time's called to for the batter take off her arm guard. Throw it to the coach. There's a foul ball. So we have 1 out, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Tie game. Missed inside. This is Natalia. She's 0 for 1. There's a hit. Third. Gets the out at first. And she's going to be safe at 3rd. And that does give you the go-ahead run there. Traded an out for a run. It's probably a good idea. There's a pop-up. And it's going to be dropped. There's a little bit of a collision out there. You gotta. That's a tough hit there. Especially when there's a runner on 3rd. You need to make that play. There's a hit to 2nd, and she is called safe, and there's a wild throw. And they are falling apart. See, they've already used their timeout, so this is a good time here to use time, but if they do, I think they have to change their pitcher. I don't know if that rule applies with these young kids, but don't know. There's a foul ball. But yeah, calling that timeout defensively when you had a runner on 3rd with no outs. I don't know if I would have done that. There's a ground ball to 1st. She's going to catch it and get out of that inning. It's an inning they'd like to forget. So we'll be back with the bottom of the 6th. All right, so instant replay. So what I do every time I have these instant replays in the game, it saves a clip to the hard drive, and I'll pull all those clips and make a highlight game, and I'll upload it. So it's usually like 8 to 10 minutes long. It's pretty cool to watch. Gives you all the highlights of the game. I'm backed up, so I think I got like 8 or 9 games to do just from this weekend, so it might take me a while, but I'll get it up there on the network as soon as I can. There's the ball outside. Now Power switched pitchers, so they got a new pitcher in here. It's Amelia throwing. Macy's batting for Steel City, she's 0 for 2. Miss low, 3-0. Changing pitchers like this is typically a good idea if you have two opposite pitchers. So messes up their rhythm. There's a leadoff walk. You'll see that with a pitcher just coming in. Might take her a batter to get in her groove. It's low. It's 4 balls in a row. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Missed high. The batter's got to sit on something over the plate here. Oh, there it was. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm throwing something out of the zone here. Called strike 3. That was a nice pitch. Good location there. Even if she would have swung at that, she probably wouldn't have made a solid contact. It was a good pitch. Missed high. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is Gwen batting. She's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a foul ball out of play. Miss low. Evens the count at 2. Full count.
2 strikes.
Ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second. The tying run comes to the plate. So we have Lexi up. She's 0 for 2. Runners on first and second with 1 out. There's a foul ball. Hit right back to the, hit the wrong button. So she'll be safe. That hit right back to second. And they almost doubled her up at second base. And she dove back and she was in there. And I hit the wrong button to see that. Sorry about that. So So there's 2 outs now. Runner on first and second. And we have Avery up. There's a hit. That's going to fall. And they're going to... I'm not sure what's going on here. So they didn't send her. I think they should have sent her. They may have sent her, but I don't know if the base runner's seen her coach. So now bases are loaded. So it looks like Avery might have hurt herself running. So that was a nice hit. Now who we got? McKinley's out. So this is their top of the order here. So there's a foul ball. This is typically who you want here in this situation. Bases loaded. Your spark plug. Swing and a miss. That's 2 strikes. There's 2 outs. Bases loaded. Nice throw off the plate there. Get her to chase it some. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's a big out there. And that is going to end the game. So your Rage in a Valley champions are Pittsburgh Power. Congratulations. Thanks for watching. Got one more game. And we'll be on here shortly.